Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is C. Maxwell from Maxim Multimedia. In this video, I'm going to give you a brief difference between dye inks and sublimation inks for inkjet printers like this. I have this CIS tank, my dye inks, and then another CIS tank for my sublimation printing. Yes, my sublimation inks, of course. Okay. Different inks are meant for different purposes. Okay, we have other inks for inkjet printers like the eco solvent, which is normally used in large format printers. Then we have pigment inks for small inkjet printers like the Epson stylus photo. Okay, now I'm going to give you a brief difference between a dye ink and a sublimation ink and the purpose each of them serves. Okay. Now, both inks can be used for inkjet printers, or let's say both inks are used in inkjet printers. So I have my inkjet printer Epson, and it is the Epson Stylus Photo 1500W. So now I'm going to give you the purpose of this one and then the sublimation. Now, if you are into printing and you have an inkjet printer like mine, where you use your printer for printing, for printers like this is a citation, or for photographs, or photographs like this. Okay. All right. I've got some photos here. Yeah, I've got some photos here. Okay. All right. So I've got my CLMs materials here. Okay. All right, guys, I've got my materials. All right, so if you are into, you have an inkjet printer for pictures like this. If you really want to print pictures as a photographer, then the dye ink is the best for you. Yes, and then a pigment ink can also be used for picture printing, and that will also give you a very nice printout. Okay, so inkjet printers make use of a handful of inks, a handful of different inks like the dye ink, the sublimation, then the pigments. So as I mentioned earlier, the dye ink is meant for printing pictures. Yes, so I've printed some nice pictures with my dye ink. This one is a poster, funeral poster. Another beautiful photograph. Another one, nice one, of a beautiful lady, Evelyn. Then I also have a fine photograph here, all printed from dye ink and my Epson Stylus Photo 1500W. Okay, then I've also printed a very beautiful citation for a pastor and his wife. Okay, so citation in honor of Reverend Isaac Koda Klein. Yeah, so as you can see, the dye ink can be used to print documents, pictures, and even flyers. Okay, now let's move to the sublimation. The sublimation is also another print technology, yes, of which most print houses do not know of or have not started patronizing. But as for me, I love sublimations. I love sublimation printing because it gives me a very, very beautiful print on my garment. So as you can see, sublimation ink is used for printing shirts like this, Lacoste. So this is like a sample. This is a house jersey for some of my students. Okay, so and I use this ink. It is a sublimation ink for this work, for this print work. But before then, you need a sublimation paper together with the sublimation ink before you can print from the inkjet printer. And then after that, you do the heat transfer with the heat transfer machine. Okay. Now I love sublimation prints because sublimation will give you a photorealistic finish. So as you can see, I printed this shirt for the Roman Catholic Church, and yes, an association in the Roman Catholic Church, Catholic Women's Association, the Holy Family. You see how beautiful the print work is, and this work has been done from this. Okay, let's look at how to use the ink, the two inks in one printer. My dye ink in its CIS stand is connected to the printer. It's through the printer head or the print head. So let me put it on. Okay. After putting it on, okay. Okay. So the printer is doing some automatic configuration. Okay. So now it is fully on. If you want to switch to the sublimation, you make sure you disconnect the cartridges, the dye ink cartridges. So these are the cartridges which are fixed in the print head. So in order to take these cartridges out, which are meant for my dye ink printing, you press this button. It is labeled with a symbol that looks like a drop of a liquid. So you press it for once, then your print head should move to this position. After that, you place your fingers and then you move it gently to this position in the middle. Then you take out the cartridges. So you can take out the cartridges by lifting these lockers. Then you take them out. So after taking the dye ink cartridges out, you now connect your sublimation, being it sublimation or pigment ink. You bring its cartridges in, then you fix them in the print head. So after fixing the print head, let's assume we are done fixing the cartridges. So once again, you move the print head to its previous position. Then after that, you press and hold this little button for about 5 seconds. Then after that, you press the button again. So after the automatic configuration, your machine becomes ready for work. So as you can see, the print head is moving to and fro. So now it's done with the configuration. That's how to another in an inkjet printer or in inkjet printers. Guys, thank you for watching.